Welcome everyone once again. We're here to make a little video about some pretty good channels that we have here on YouTube. For you to check some very interesting content about Fire Emblem Heroes, where you can check reviews about characters, banners, about new updates when the game gets updated, of course. In no way, shape, or form I'll give any of these people any, of course, extra props or consider them better than the other ones. This is a fair comprehension of channels, and by the end all of these channels are all pretty good for content. Of course, these people have different personalities, and of course by the end you may end up finding one of them better than the other one to your liking, of course, in that sense. But everyone shares their opinion, and they're all cooperating with the community, so let's proceed and see what we have in store to share with you. Thank you. Okay, so first we have here a very good channel. This is Nimius Plays. This channel content, it's well, very rich, because this individual, if I'm not mistaken, he streams almost daily the game, and his streams go from anywhere between 1 hour to 4 hours, sometimes even 5 or 6 hours. But yeah, I mean, this channel is very good. Like this individual has so many good opinions, and very open, and of course, you could say, opinion about the characters when it comes to builds, when it comes to pulling from a banner. Of course, he's always telling us that he's a full free-to-play player, and of course he has not spent a single dime in the game. He has been fully free-to-play all the time. But overall, very good channel. As you can see here, very interesting stuff, videos, channels, update, analysis, and as you can see, pretty long videos, but by the end, very good quality, and this channel definitely deserves to be, of course, recommended to all of you people out there looking for somebody who makes great Fire Emblem Heroes content. Okay, coming up next, we have here Acaris Academy. It's a very good channel, of course. It's a channel that is based a lot on analysis. Here you get a lot of character reviews from specific themes, such as flyers, specific skill users, such as you can see their life and death, cavalry units, infantry units, armor units, and pretty much very colorful content in all the senses that it has so many different themes about the actual characters that we have in the game, and of course many interesting builds are shown here, even for, of course, people who are just starting to play the game. There's very good free, of course, easy to do budget content. Of course, when it comes to building your character, you don't need like sometimes to build some crazy skills, but overall that's what's it's been displayed here. Reviews about banners too, like where you should pull or where you should not pull from, and overall a very good channel for overall analysis and the whole game, updates, character reviews, and of course pulling or not from banners. So definitely deserves our recommendation to all the people out there looking for high quality Fire Emblem Heroes content. Here we have another very good channel, of course, continuing with the theme of quality, such, of course, in all of these videos. Just, of course, I mentioned before that the characterization of this, of course, recommendations, we're not going to be directly assembled to say which one is better than the other one, but all of these channels that I mentioned before, you could say that, of course, the first channel that was mentioned, Nimius, is a bit both of, you know, like entertaining, and of course in the other sense also very deep in the analysis. But Acaris and Dark Thunder, well, they're both very centered in analysis. Acaris is also very good personality, has a very good personality when he makes his videos. lots of funny stuff happen in the chat, and also he of course is very open to his community. But here Dire Thunder, he's more serious about his content, of course, makes a lot of very deep and sometimes it's close, concise videos, very short videos, but in the end they're to the point, and they of course share the message very clearly. So definitely a very good channel for character analysis, and of course sometimes even a banner analysis and the whole game actually, updates and new stuff that comes out that may be interesting to look out, such as refinements for new characters, or of course refinements for the characters that have been in the game for a pretty long time. Overall, pretty good, pretty solid channel. Okay, continuing with the theme about, of course, these channels which have pretty deep analysis, very good content, all of them pretty entertaining. Some of them are more towards the funny entertainment, and the other ones are a bit more towards the, of course, more critical side of entertaining people, of course, with high quality analysis and deep, of course, inclusion of characters that may need to, of course, be a bit more explained when it comes to some techniques that they can use in the game, such as, of course, swapping out their entire sets of skills to make them into a new character, of course. All of these channels have their flavor, but of course, the Sacred Spear, a very solid recommendation from me. A very good channel when it comes to, of course, character analysis, in-game reviews when it comes to new updates. He also shares thoughts from time to time about his life with the game, of course, and overall, very good channel, just like all the channels that we've been seeing throughout this analysis and recommendation list. Okay, next we have here Strategist Master, a very interesting channel, just like in the sense of all the channels that we've been seeing, but more than so, of course. This channel tries to approach things a bit like Icarus. He has a lot of that meme stuff in his videos, funny stuff that he may share with the people throughout his videos. Very funny content, of course, but by the end he also tries to make some pretty good analysis about the game. He had a trend starting many people to, of course, fire with him, and by the end, of course, now he has a very good following. He started the trend of saving the orbs, like not spending your orbs, and he was able to save quite a lot, not spending his orbs, until of course we had Brave Ike, Brave Lucina, Brave Roy, and Brave Lynn release. So I have that memory about this channel, but overall, just like we've been seeing throughout this list, very good channel when it comes to pretty much all I've been talking about, character analysis, and of course some funny stuff most of the time too, like some funny videos, someone to listen to when you want to have a laugh, and of course have a little bit of a strategy put into it. That's the reason why they call him the Strategist Master, after all. Okay, coming up next, we have what you could the one that you could say that is the meme lord himself when it comes to this community, Lu Feng Xian, if not, of course, being mispronounced, but of course, very good channel. He provides some pretty interesting builds for his community, making +10 characters and showing them off in the arena. This person, of course, has a very interesting way of displaying things, explaining his strategy for his characters, and at the same time, very funny stuff in his videos. He relates to most of his characters when they are done as brain damage, just as a fun thing to say, and of course in the sense that it's a bit overkill sometimes to make these characters shine that way that they do. But yeah, by the end, if you want to know how characters that rise to be +10, which are not very common sometimes to see them +10 in the arena or by yourself building them, because they require a lot of resources, this is the best channel that you can go to for so far, of course, for that purpose only. Of course, I'm not saying that this channel is better than the other ones. As I said before, this is a partial list, but overall, very good channel for character builds, game analysis for new updates, and of course, also he makes banner analysis from time to time too. So definitely another very good recommendation from here to you. Okay, coming up next we have a bit of a small channel still, but it doesn't matter to me. As I mentioned before, this is my recommendation list, and I feel like this individual here, Postmodern Serial, has some very good content. He makes some videos that he likes to call whale watching, where he makes, of course, some battles with +10 units in the arena with his team. I don't know, he may be also at the same time a whale or a very lucky individual, because I got engaged to his channel when I saw that he made, I think that he has a +10 or a +9 Micaiah. So I don't know if he got very lucky or if he spent a lot of orbs in the banners, but from what I saw during his summoning videos, he was pretty lucky. He was getting lots of Micaiahs. So yeah, overall, very good individual, very chill individual, very good quality content, and of course, very good character analysis reviews, and of course, arena videos. Solid recommendation from my side. Always a very good channel, and of course, I hope that you enjoy his content too, just like all the other channels that I've been showing to you throughout this video. Okay, coming up next we have here Brotail, or Brotail, I don't know how to say it, to be honest, exactly. Maybe one of the two, but of course, just like the first 4 or 3 channels or so that I recommended, this one is very good for character reviews. Of course, also some challenges videos are done here, or of course challenges such as Infernal Grand Hero battles, or of course from time to time, not very common, but I think that I saw some summons videos too. Like in most of the channels, summons are always the part of their content too. Some channels just 1 or 2 videos, or I think 1 or 2 channels do not any summon videos, but most of them have at least 1 or 2 summon videos. So overall, very good quality content, very in deep and a very good depth to the review of a character when it comes to building the character, looking at their skills, and looking of course at their best boons and banes when it comes to their IVs. So very solid recommendation, sorry, from here to this channel. Okay, so coming up next we have here Acne H. This channel is a very good channel. Doesn't have a voiceover, or as far as I know, of course, haven't seen a video where the individual here speaks with his voice throughout his videos, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't take off any of his video quality. He makes lots of challenges videos when it comes to clearing Infernal quests, Grand Hero battles, and some other quests that may come in the game that may be a bit hard, but most of the time he goes throughout those challenges using free-to-play characters with not so intensive builds with very expensive or hard to get skills. He tries to keep most of his content friendly towards people who are trying to clear the content in a free-to-play format. So very solid recommendation to Acme H. Coming up next we have here, it's just Techo, a very good channel, just like all the other channels we've been looking through here, but of course a character that has very good content, good personality too, when he shares his opinions about the game, characters, his summon videos, some challenge videos, character analysis. I don't see that too much here, but most of the content here, it's entertaining, and of course based more on summoning, and of course making some challenges throughout the game, such as Infernal Ground Zero Battle Quest, and of course some maps that may come or pop up from time to time. So yeah, very good channel, solid recommendation for me. Okay, coming up next, we have here Deltrin, or Patrick Whittingham. A very solid channel for builds, not as specifically, but most of the content you're going to get from here is builds for new characters that come out, and of course most of the characters that we've had in the game for the longest. Very good channel for that purpose. He has most of the time a build that will take you lots of resources to build, but it's very good. Or it may also, of course, appear in the video a budget build that you can use in your character that you, of course, just got brand new out of the banner that you were summoning on. So basically, very good channel for builds mostly. Sometimes he makes some summon videos like most of these channels, but of course, solid recommendation for Patrick Whittingham. And that's it for now. Those are my recommendations. I tried not to include some huge channels which more than likely you may already know about, especially if you're already playing the game, such as, just of course as an honorable mention, Phoenix Master 1, for of course his huge and very good quality content. Overall, in my opinion, he is the best when it comes to the content creation about Fire Emblem Heroes and Fire Emblem overall. Very chill individual, and of course very calculated, and he makes lots of pretty good content. Sage Master 15 for his charisma and personality throughout his videos. Sometimes he did a bit of mistakes throughout his career in YouTube, but overall he has been there to support people, and of course he's always trying to amend for what happened, the mistakes that were done before. But a recommendation too goes in advance for that, just as an honorable mention. And also as a dead channel, which of course did some pretty good content before, but now is dead, Rasuli Plays. Such a sad thing to see him go, but by the end he got sick of the game. So yeah, I mean, when you start spending money in a game, especially in a gacha game, and well, you get sick eventually of the game. That's the reason why I recommend you to stay free to play, or if you're going to spend money, don't spend a lot of money, just spend a bit. If you really want that character you're going for, and if you don't get it within that small amount, don't overkill with the amount of money that you spend in the game. Stay away from it, like stop there and then continue summoning again. Leave it like that for at least a couple months, and then if you see another character that you want, spend a bit more. Only if you want. This is of course only a recommendation from me. If you want to spare, if you have spare money to spend in the game, but in the end, you must prevent spending money in these kinds of games because you don't have anything assured coming from those banners. It's basically RNG. That comes from a free-to-play player which has been having more luck spending free-to-play orbs. To be honest, I did spend just one gift card that I had for the Play Store during the Hero Fest banner. It was a $25 card, and I got 0 5-stars out of that, 48 orbs, and I got none. And then after that, I spent all my free-to-play orbs that I got throughout the time playing the game in the A-Frame banner, and I got like 4 5-stars within 80 orbs. Like, it was crazy. I mean, the first legendary banner was very bad with me. But yeah, overall, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed the list. See you in the next one.